This is Elaaf.
And Wareesha.
COVID 19 has been very unpredictable and stressful, and we know that it has had a terrible impact on all of our mental health, which is why we'll be filming a few videos regarding mental health care to help out anyone struggling. Our first video will focus on the biggest effect of quarantine, and that is depression and anxiety.
Both of us have also struggled with depression, anxiety, overthinking, and all that during this never ending isolation period, and have noticed how it connects with everything we do, such as school. In this video, we will be providing you with tips on how to cope with depression and anxiety, and although it's difficult to fight them, it's still possible.
Before we go any further, we would just like to address that we are not professionals and that we are just giving tips and advice on what worked best for us, hoping that it might also be of help to others as well.
Before we dive into the tips on how to deal with anxiety, I think it's important to know what anxiety is exactly.
According to Apa.org, anxiety is an emotion characterized by feelings of tension, worried thoughts, and physical changes like increased blood pressure.
There are many types of anxiety disorders, such as social anxiety and post traumatic stress disorder, also known as PTSD. And you can get more information about anxiety from trusted websites. And if you feel you have any symptoms, seek help. Please don't diagnose yourself using the internet as it is inaccurate and misleading.
We know that many people have experienced lots of anxiety regarding the increase in COVID cases, being jobless, as well as other difficulties that this pandemic has brought along. Take a minute and think about a time where you felt as if the world was on your shoulders, or you felt as if things would only get worse. Now think about how you could have dealt with this. And if you can't think of anything right now, that's totally fine, as you can do that later on. Now, let's get on to the tips, shall we?
First of all, if you feel you're about to have an anxiety attack, drop everything and focus on your breathing. Try to calm yourself down and accept that this is just a temporary feeling. You could also try picturing yourself in a relaxing situation where you feel most comfortable and calm. For example, imagine you're on a beach and can hear the waves crashing with your best friend right next to you. If this doesn't work, don't give up and recite a mantra internally like, "This too shall pass," or "Everything is going to be alright." Moving on, let's see how we can prevent such attacks. And one of the tips we have for that is to identify your triggers. Try to figure out the cause of your anxiety and why you are reacting a certain way towards it. Some people get triggered by parties or social gatherings, and others by immense workload.
Different people have different triggers, so identify yours to fight anxiety. Apart from this, try to practice meditation every day for 30 to 40 minutes to relax your mind and yourself. We all deserve to have time to ourselves every day. Am I right?
Let's now talk about depression, which, in my opinion, everyone has struggled with at least once in their life. And depression can get very difficult to get out of. It literally consumes you, but it does make you stronger. Again, we know that many of us have faced or are currently facing depression during this unusual and unpredictable time.
According to psychiatry.org, depression is a common and serious medical illness that can negatively affect how you feel, the way you think, and how you act. Now, on to the tips. Since we can't meet up with our friends and family as frequently as we used to, take advantage of social media and stay connected with your loved ones through FaceTime or other apps like Snapchat, Facebook, and Instagram. You could also join support groups online, and I think this would be very effective since it lets you know that you're not alone and that there are many others who understand what you're going through as they may be dealing with similar feelings. If you're not yet comfortable to interact with strangers online, you could also try to eliminate the negative energy inside of you by doing something you enjoy, such as reading a book, watching a show, or listening to music.
Lastly, try to follow a healthy lifestyle. And I know that this gets difficult to follow when you're depressed, but try to sleep enough and also exercise. Exercising doesn't mean intense ab workouts, it can just be a short walk in your neighborhood. If nothing helps you, please don't give up and contact the nearest therapist or hotline. We know you got this. We hope that you've enjoyed and learned from our video. Just remember to prioritize your mental health over everything.
Thank you again for watching, and we hope to see you again in our future videos.